summer months, it's always hot in the gym and it's always hot on the basketball court.
Over the years, it's just been sort of a magnet for players who really want to test their games, hone their skills.
Clark Young straight to the bucket.
They want to finish that one.
Good look inside for the easy bucket.
At least Blue, everything's a pass to the open guy.
Beautiful reverse up and under lane. Lee School are the 2018 BNBL champions. Hello, Boston. Welcome to the Condon Community Center in Southie as we continue our coverage of the 50th Boston Neighborhood Basketball League season. Tonight, we've got a matchup on the boys, 13 and under, as the Tynan takes on defending champion Score4More. Hello, everybody. I'm Pat Flaherty, joined by my partner tonight, Alan Platt. And Alan, we got the young guys, the boys 13 and under division tonight. Always a lot of fun covering this division. Kids we probably haven't seen too much in the past, certainly not at the high school level yet. And we got the defending champs tonight, Score4More, that we're catching this year.
Well, that's what's a little different. I mean, I looked at the warm-up line. It's like we could have taken the roster from last year's championship game,
That's
right?
right.
They pretty much have all the same kids, but there are a few additions, a few younger ones, like you said, first-time players who can step up, 9, 10, 11-year-olds, get into this 13 and under division. But this Condon team is very tough. They're experienced. It sounds funny to say 13 and under, but they played a lot of basketball. And we see a couple of faces from our middle school coverage.
Right.
So as defending champions in this division, they're looking really good under Coach Roger Roberts.
No question. And once you win the championship in BNBL and then you come back the next year, everybody else at the site's going to be gunning for you because you're the team to beat the following season after you win the title.
No doubt. And the thing is, you hope that as opposition, you hope that some of those 13-year-olds, they get 14s, they got to move up.
That's
but
right.
It doesn't seem to be the case. They're all familiar to me. So I think this Condon team has their eyes set on a trip back to the championship game again.
And it should be interesting to watch, and we're certainly going to get a good look at them tonight to see if they can repeat as 13 under champs. Now, for more on this game, we're going to go to our sideline reporter, Leverett Ball, who's got a few more tidbits of information on Score4More. Leverett, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. So as you mentioned, Score4More are the defending champs in the 13 and under division. They have 5 players returning from last season's championship roster, including Jaden Roberts. Jaden is Coach Roberts' son and the team's best outside shooter. Don't be surprised if you see Jaden hit some threes during this evening's matchup. Back to you.
Leverett, thanks very much. So Jaden Roberts, a player, like you mentioned, has a lot of experience as a 13-year-old. Ja'Kai Howard, who was actually our MVP of the championship game last year, is back again this season. So 2 very important players from last year's team back again this year. That certainly helps things.
Oh, well, it's like inside, outside. Ja'Kai's almost all arms and legs, drives the basket, rebounds, runs the floor. You're right. And Jaden, of course, whenever you're the coach's son, other kids think you get some favoritism, which you might get a little bit, but Jaden's earned his way too because, matter of fact, in last year's game, they're behind. In the second half, Jaden hit a couple of big threes to get them back in the lead, and then they coasted for the win. So it's a combination of experience and you're adding some new players.
No question. We'll certainly get a good look at them tonight. You certainly can see from Tynan's perspective, they're going to want to take down the defending champs here tonight on Game of the Week. Folks, we're going to head to break. When we come back, we'll be opening tap here from the Condon Community Center in Southie right after these words. Don't go away.
Green hat, red hat, oops. Red shirt, blue shirt, yellow shirt, oops. Yellow pants, red pants, green pants, oops.
Welcome back to the Condon Community Center in South Boston as we continue our coverage of the 50th Boston Neighborhood Basketball League season. Boys 13 and under matchup tonight. The defending champion Score4More in red. That's the Tynan squad in the, let's call them tan jerseys.
Yeah, beige, tan, right. So what's this, the bat off of West 4th Street?
Yeah, I guess so.
Both places, both sites are actually on West 4th. And
just down the street from each other.
Right.
We were at the Tynan last week for a girls 18 and under matchup. So when you look at these two teams right away, Score4More with the big height advantage. And you see this a lot, especially at this age, because some kids, they shoot right up at 12 and 13. Some kids, they grow when they're 16.
Adolescence just is all over the place, right?
Looks like Jaden Roberts is going to be forming the opening tip for Score4More, and they control it here at the outset. We're set to go here at the Condon. Drive baseline, layup no good, putback is good. Here for number 20.
And Rogers.
That's Jay-Sean Rogers with the putback.
Score4More likes to go full court pressure early.
Tynan looking to break the press. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tynan.
You mentioned the height, man. It's not just in the front court for Tynan and Red. They have height at the back court also.
Deep three fired up that time from Roberts. And ball kicks out of bounds. That'll go back to the Tynan. Kick for the Tynan. Three ball on the way and off the front rim. Offensive rebound is pulled down that time from Braden Buckley.
Got a held ball. Buckley got trapped against the sideline. That's the height of Howard, like you mentioned in the open, Pat, using those long arms to get him wrapped up. Tynan keeps possession.
Buckley gets the ball poked away. That's Howard coming back for the dunk.
Yeah, he was close to dunking in the warm-up, so we talked about him being all arms and legs, real good length, which he knows how to use at a young age.
Going away by Score4More. They come back down for a layup on the other end.
Yeah, Fenton, we saw him in the middle school championship game.
That's right.
Another deflection steal.
And Fenton with the layup. Fenton now leads all scorers with 4 points. Kick to the corner for the Tynan. The pass was a little too high.
Yeah, tough break for the Tynan. Had the shooter wide open in the corner. Just threw over his head. One of the problems when you have a much smaller team on all 5 positions and you're facing a defensive press.
Three-pointer off the mark. Good rebound inside from the Tynan. They got a 3-on-2. But ball swiped away and saved out to Roberts. Up the floor, easy layup inside. That time from Deshaun Fenton. Fenton now with 6 points. And Buckley loses it out of bounds. That'll go back to Score4More.
Yeah, you got the Tynan kids and the Tan just playing a little too fast for themselves. A couple of unforced turnovers.
Top of the key jumper is knocked down for Score4More. That's Jabril Diaz with his first basket, and the Tynan want to
one timeout, just to calm things down. Basically, you just want to calm everything down. There goes Howard. We've seen him, like we said in the opening, rebounds both ends, runs the floor. And he's so long, even in the 13 and under, it's a dunk.
I can't remember if we ever had a dunk in the 13 and under.
I think
division.
a couple summers ago we had one.
Maybe Terrence Clark or somebody like that.
I was trying to think of what site it was. It might have been Tobin, actually. But you're right. It's unusual. It's really unusual. But literally, you're talking about, in some cases, 10, 11, 12-year-old kids. And then, of course, the 13-year-olds, they're always the bigger and more experienced kids.
Knocked out of bounds by Fenton. That'll go back to the Tynan.
It's going to be close to a backcourt violation if they don't get it over.
Buckley gets it stolen away by Fenton. Fenton with another layup.
Yeah, I mentioned Fenton in the middle school championship game. His team actually lost, but he was the one that brought them back from a huge deficit.
Three-pointer was short. Roberts Can't handle that one. Here comes Tynan out on the break. Another turnover by the Tynan. Fenton. Roberts can't knock it down from the elbow.
Nice pass.
Beautiful
Nice
pass inside from Howard. Over to Rogers.
Tynan's in a situation right now that I don't think they're going to settle down until they finally hit a basket.
Wisniewski, skip pass. Buckley looking for an opening, back to Wisniewski. 3-ball off the front rim. Another rebound for Rogers, up to Diaz. Diaz with the lefty lane. Pass inside for the Tynan, and that one doesn't fall for him. Rogers tries to fire it down court to Howard, but that goes out of bounds. Substitution.
Yeah, that was even too tall for Howard that time. Yeah, Tynan's actually trying to do the right thing by looking for break the press with passes, but they just can't get open shots.
And Terry Marcos now in the game for the Tynan. And that's going to be a double dribble on Jashad Fenton. Score4More now with 6 steals in the first 6.5 minutes. 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, they only stayed in the full court pressure for like 2 minutes.
We'll steal that, make that 7. Diaz over to Howard. Can't flip it in. Wisniewski fires up another 3. Can't get it to fall. Howard going up for another dunk. That time he's got to lay it in.
Yeah, he's here. He felt the defender coming behind, heard him coming behind him, so just took the easy lay-in. Got a full court. We got a full substitutions, 5 for Condon coming in the game.
Fenton one more time. Getting the easy layup. Fenton now with double digits. He's got 10 points to lead all scorers. Wisniewski, that time well off the mark. Excuse me, that was Marcos with the shot. Fenton back to Roberts. I think you're right, Alan. Tynan's just got to try to get a basket just to kind of get things going here.
They've had a couple open shots, but they've been just sort of in and out. And also, yeah, like you mentioned, the open path. 13 and under is the one division you can have the biggest discrepancies. Because when you're talking about 15 and under, or even 18 and under, those players, for the most part, have played a couple of summers or they play school basketball. Whereas here, this Tynan team clearly is a much younger team with not a whole lot of size. And it's just tough that they're going up against defending champions from last season. We're talking about a Score4More team in red. They pass the ball well.
Another steal. All 3 players on the break touch the basketball. And the layup is good inside, that time from Jalen Harrell. A lot of different players getting a touch for Score4More here in the first half. That 3-ball up and no good. Quickly down the floor, Score4More goes, and getting fouled and getting to the free throw line is going to be Amari Freeman.
Well, we might be halfway through the BNBL season, but just looking at these 13 and unders, it'd be a major upset if we don't see Score4More back in the championship game. It is only one and done once they start the playoffs, but still, you have a team that has so much height, some experience, and outside shooting.
Yeah, we saw them last year, and actually in the championship game, they were actually slightly smaller than the other team they were facing.
As it turned out, yeah.
So a lot of these guys just got growth spurts over the the past 12 months. That time was Amari Tran scoring the layup for Score4More. Another steal this time for Score4More.
You could probably hear Coach Greg Lally for Tynan telling his team, just make simple, easy passes.
Buckley gets it stolen away, and then an errant pass from Score4More.
One of the big challenges for Greg Lally at this point is you got to watch the body language of his players. It's tough being young. Right now they're behind 30-0. They haven't scored a hoop yet. They still got 5:15 to go before halftime, but it's difficult to keep your team up when you've gotten so far behind so early.
The 3-ball launched. That one off the back iron. Quickly up the floor goes Score4More again, and scoring high off the glass is Jaden Harrell. That's his second basket of the game.
Nice drive to the basket. First time we've actually seen Tynan go strong to the basket.
Mullen Burns.
Yeah, Burns, nice drive, gets hit in the shoulder.
We'll have 2 free throws. Cannot hit the first. His whole Tynan team.
I tell you, it's supposed to be friendly rims. both programs in South Boston. Down the street can feel like on the road, huh?
And Burns misses both free throws. You know Tynan was really looking forward to getting off that goose egg.
They're wide, and he shot them both well. They just both bounced out.
Especially that first one. It's halfway down. Nice feed inside. Boy, every player in this Score4More team looks to make the extra pass.
Yeah, that's the key.
It's Alex Wilkins scoring inside. Jumper from the elbow off the back rim. This Tynan team's getting some good looks now. And Lally calls timeout here with 3:16 left to go in the first half.
Another thing that's happening is even though the Score4More team is much bigger and faster, they're also quicker. They're longer arms, quicker. So you put them in a zone defense, any kind of zone, doesn't matter what kind it is, they get deflections.
While we got the time, folks, you want to follow us on social media, you can go to our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/GameOfTheWeekBoston for all our different updates and different videos, and we'll tell you which games we're going to be covering. Check that out. You also follow us on Twitter @BostonCityTV, and if you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW.
We got 3:16 to go before halftime. That was just a launch there. That's what I was talking about from before. You got to watch the body language. Some of the kids, you know, they feel embarrassed. They can't score a hoop, and this Score4More team, the defending champions, just really overpowering.
3-ball launch from Score4More. Offensive putback, no good. Another rebound inside. Basket doesn't fall, but into the free throw line is Alex Wilkins.
See, again, even with the backup players, everyone hustles, everyone gets their hands on the ball.
Wilkins able to hit the first. Clock continues to run even during free throws until the last minute of each half, as Wilkins is 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Corner 3 off the mark. Putback is good for the Tynan. They get off the schneid. That's Ryan McGarrell with the first basket for the Tynan. Three once again off the mark. Wisniewski going away with the rebound. Good pass inside for the Tynan for the easy layup. Pass came from Mullen Burns. That runner is good inside. Wilkins again having a nice little late first half here for Score4More.
He came off the bench. So you're talking about talent all the way through the entire roster.
Jumper top of the key off the back iron that time. Harold, nice lay down inside. Layup no good. Putback is good.
Freeman.
So Omari Freeman. Aiden Colton trying for the runner. Gets that one to go, so he's got 4 points now to lead Tynan. Another turnover for Score4More, so with 37 seconds left here in the first half. Tynan maybe with a chance to
try to put a couple buckets together.
Couple more buckets before halftime. Back to Colton inside, but it gets poked away. Here comes Wilkins. Tries behind the back pass inside to Harold. He's got to pull it back out.
The travel there.
It's going to be a travel that time, yep, on Jalen Harold. $18 seconds left to go before halftime. Tynan will try for the final shot. Buckley, corner jumper. Aiden Colton got the offensive rebound, but then lost it. Here comes Score4More. Layup missed inside. And that is going to do it for the first half here at the Condon Community Center. Score4More in full command the entire time. They're on top 40-6 here in the first half. And as we mentioned, the talent level, the size, and you mentioned the quickness, especially, Alan, in that first half just took over for Score4More.
It was pretty evident from the opening tap, the size, the height, not only height, but you're talking about length. And we all in basketball, for defensive purposes, we all talk about length. And a lot of long kids on the Score4More team in red. They play together, they pass the ball, the extra pass. We always talk about extra pass, and to see it in such young players is pretty impressive. They jumped out to that quick, 20-0 lead before the Tynan kids could even breathe. So 30-6. I think the only bad part about this is for Score4More, those starters may not play it all the second half. So
those guys might be sitting the rest of the way. Hey, you saw Tynan there late in the first half. Once they got that first basket, like you mentioned, they started to execute a little bit better, and they were able to string together a couple of baskets.
Body language, it's all emotional, especially at this age, because these kids, some of them are just starting to play basketball.
That's right.
And this is a good experience during the summer.
No question. Our sideline reporter, Leverett Ball, is with the head coach of Score4More, Roger Roberts. So, Leverett, take it away.
Coach, first off, the team obviously with a huge lead at the end of the first half. What's been the key to success so far?
Just swing the ball to each other, trust each other, and just enjoy playing with your teammate.
And, you know, obviously with the lead being as big as it is, how do you keep the team from getting complacent and keep them focused, keep them playing good fundamental basketball?
Like I said, just trusting each other, man. Just playing the game of basketball the right way and just having fun.
And my final question, Coach, we spoke for the game. You mentioned you have 5 returning players from your championship team from last season. How much has their leadership helped you and contributed to the huge lead here in the first half?
It helps because they know what it takes to win, and just enjoying playing with all the players. It's just what they do. So they like playing with each other. So they'll be fine.
Well, thank you for your time, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Thanks very much, Leverett and Coach Roberts. Certainly looking forward to, probably the postseason. And like you mentioned, they're probably the favorite to go on to the championship game Certainly fun to coach your son as well. We've actually seen Jaden grow a lot. He was a little, he was a
Definitely.
little guy last year. He's probably taller than his
Now,
dad now.
another thing is, he was one of the kids who, like we mentioned before, how young you can be in the 13 and under. He was probably a 9 or a 10-year-old at the end of the bench.
That's right.
Okay, a few years ago, but now he's considered one of the veteran players in the team because he knows the system.
Yeah, certainly a lot of fun to watch these guys grow up and girls grow up throughout the BNBL. Folks, going to head to break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half here at the Condon Community Center in South Boston right after these messages. Don't go away.
We just finished dinner and it was time for homework. He hates homework.
It makes no sense.
I don't know how he finds anything in his backpack.
I can't find my backpack.
I couldn't even read his handwriting.
Holding the pencil makes my hand hurt.
I know he's bright.
Why is it so hard for me?
He's
I'm
just
trying
gotta
as
try a
hard
little
as
harder.
I can.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Green hat. Red hat. Oops. Red shirt. Blue shirt. Yellow shirt. Oops. Yellow pants. Red pants. Green pants. Oops.
Welcome back to the Condon Community Center in South Boston for Game of the Week. We're at the Condon and Southie for the boys 13 and under division of the Boston Neighborhood Basketball League, now in its 50th season. And we're going to start off the second half. Tynan will control the opening possession. Really good ball movement for the Tynan, and three-pointer no good. That time from the corner. Now it's Howard back down the other end, looking for another flush. Trying for the windmill, but couldn't finish it. Runner high off the glass, no good. Fenton, alley-oop to Howard, and falls for the first basket of the second half.
Tynan's starting out with a very small team, hoping to get some ball movement quickness.
Nice move to the rim, but unable to finish inside was Liam Colton. Try to go off the glass to Howard, and he gets the layup. Colton inside, gets a shot blocked. Tynan hangs on to possession. Another drive inside, scoring off the window.
Oh, yeah.
That time was Mullen Burns. Fenton with the easy layup back down the other end.
Yeah, nice play by Burns on this end. He was the first player for Tynan to actually go to the basket in the first half.
Fenton lays it down to Howard. Sound like a broken record with that one. They're going to call a walk that time on Howard.
The biggest problem for Tynan right now, because the size for Score4More is out there, they can rebound with just 3 players. And then Fenton and then the other guard can just take off.
Corner three is good. That time from Mullen Burns, who's got 5 straight points here in the second half.
Again, you got Tynan working so hard in their half-court offense to move the ball around to get a good shot. Defensively, they just can't get back with these fast break layups.
That shot deflected that time by Diaz up to Howard. Guy then lost it on the way up. Diaz able to control it for Score4More.
Nice steal.
Pass stolen away by Burns. Scores the layup for the Tynan. He's got 7 points here in the second half. Beautiful feed inside. As it's Jayshon Rogers finishing for Score4More. Off another steal, what a pass inside to Fenton. He couldn't finish the reverse lay-in. Rogers there for the putback.
Talked about Barish, but Tynan having a good game, one of the smallest players out there, but he's had positive body language the entire game, trying to encourage his teammates.
Burns inside, a runner is good that time from Aiden Colton. I think Burns and Aiden Colton have been the catalysts for this Tynan team. Roberts trying to go all the way to the rim, loses it out of bounds. Got to go back to the Tynan. Colton. Good swing over to Burns. Burns off the up fake.
Nice
Inside
pass.
to Colton. Oh, what a pass.
Nice pass by Burns, I tell you. A little up fake, pass the ball to his open teammate for the layup.
Roberts, deep three. Long rebound stolen away. Inside to Howard. Can't finish the flush, gets his own rebound and put back. Burns off the up fake. Can't hit the jumper. Fenton. Snensky gets the putback. Fenton able to muscle that one inside. After that basket, Score4More has outscored Tynan just 14-13 here in the second half.
Well, it's a much more open game second half. Score4More obviously not playing much defense, just looking to get easy baskets. Meanwhile, Tynan, give them credit, they've gotten some life behind Barris, both the scoring and his assists.
Free ball on the way, but well off the mark that time. Quickly up to Harrell. Good swing from Score4More and results in a three from the corner. Yeah, that was Amari Freeman knocking down the corner three. Colton gets fouled at the top of the key that time by Tiari Burton. Colton, runner no good. Offensive rebound for the Tynan. Three ball. Short that time. Tynan with another offensive rebound.
Yeah, so the smaller, quicker team for Tynan is getting themselves second and third chances. They just can't put any shots down.
Strong drive from Harrell, who's had a nice game for Score4More off the bench. Another pass poked away. Harrell again out on the break. Lays it down inside to Freeman.
Yeah, your point well taken about the last year's championship game in this division. There was an actually physically bigger team than Score4More. I'm not sure if that's going to happen this year, but we'll see how it all plays out.
Reverse playing inside that time from Alex Wilkins. And the Tynan squad is going to call a timeout here with 7:14 left to go in the second half. You've had a lot of guys from this Tynan team, you know, the guys like Colton and Burns who have been doing a lot of scoring, working real hard on offense. They got to be wiped out at this point.
Yeah, dead tired. They're on the bench, almost laying down. You're right. It is tough. You go up and down so much.
All right, sideline reporter Leverett Ball's got an update for us. Leverett?
Thanks, guys. So one player who's had a big second half for Tynan has been number 20, Mullen Burns. You know, he's been an effective player on both sides of the court. He's been able to come up with a couple steals defensively and also show some good shooting range. Now, obviously, Tynan's still trailing by quite a bit, but they've played a lot better in the second half, largely in part, like I said, due to the play of Mullen Burns. Back to you.
Thanks very much, Leverett. One of the plays that I know both you and I got excited about was that great pass underneath Allen.
Oh, yeah.
From the first half, Score4More had 15 assists, Tynan with just 1. Meanwhile, in the second half, a lot more better ball movement and better passing for the Tynan.
It's interesting. Greg Lally started out with an all-small team. He basically had no front court players. It looked like 5 guards out there, but their quickness moved the ball a lot easier. They were able to get better open shots.
Runner around the rim and out that time from Wisniewski.
No frustration on that one. Wisniewski made actually a good move in the lane. Ball just rattled in and out.
Freeman knocks down another corner 3. We talked about Jaden Roberts being a very good three-point shooter for this Score4More team, but Freeman has been the one connecting from long distance for Score4More. Good ball movement on the break results in an easy layup for Harrell.
And one of the things that Coach Roberts said at halftime, the kids play together and they play having fun. You can see Score4More. Obviously, everyone loves to score in basketball, but once you have younger players who understand that sharing the ball, getting the easiest shots, the best way to play, it's fun for everybody.
Freeman with another layup. He's now got 12 points for Score4More as Coach Tynan, or the Tynan rather, call a timeout here with 5:47 left to go. You see both players wanting to get the assist on that one.
Makes it look easy when you have that much of an advantage in height, speed, quickness. It's 1-2 assists in the game. That's for BNBL, which is really up and down basketball usually. That's a lot. Well, 70 points is a lot. You're talking about 15-minute halves.
That's
so
right.
That means you're really moving it. You're getting deflections. You're creating easy baskets. Obviously, most of that 70 points is layups off fast breaks.
Three off the mark, rebound inside for Freeman. Nice feed again, that time to Wilkins. Diari Burton with a nice pass. Burton with the steal. He's got Roberts in the corner. Jaden Roberts fires up a 3 and hits it.
That's one of his favorite shots.
Five minutes left to go in this one. Stolen away by Roberts. He's got a 3-on-1. Lays it down behind the back inside to Wilkins.
And one of the advantages, like we do moving up and down the city, for BNBL. We see different styles, different types of teams. And like last week, you mentioned how the Tynan over the years has been a strong site for girls teams, which is very true. Condon, especially since Roger Robertson's been around, is a strong boys site. And that's continuing this summer, obviously.
Mari Tran unable to hit that three. Garrell knocking down the deep two. Garrell's actually the one who got the scoring going for the Tynan.
Right.
Roberts steps into a two-pointer, can't hit it. Freeman comes away with the rebound. Burton trying for a three.
Looks like the little guys are coming back in for Tynan to finish things up. Now this is the group that actually started the second half and put together 8 or 10 points. Just moving the ball. As you can see, the huge size difference.
That one thrown away. Roberts on the other end, can't get it to go, but he's going to get 2 free throws.
It's been all fast breaks for Score4More pretty much all night. Starting out with their defense. I mean, they literally they're used to playing a full court press to start the game. They literally were in it for maybe just 2 minutes. And once they get up 10-0, 12-0, it was obviously you see trying to fence with the right hand to earn 2 free throws.
Can't hit the second either, but Wilkins with the rebound. Roberts fires up another three. Wilkins trying to save it, and that's going to stay with Score4More. Coach Roberts called the timeout here with 2:20 left to go.
Yeah, he may actually bring some more of his bench players in to let them finish off these last couple of minutes.
We've talked about how Score4More, you know, they're the defending champs. They've had a lot of kids come through their system. And folks, if you want to follow us on social media, you can go to our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/GameOfTheWeekBoston. A lot of good stuff up on that page. You can also follow us on Twitter @BostonCityTV. And if you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. Score4More, you know, clearly the 13-year-olds are probably the ones that's starting, the Howards and the Roberts and some of these older guys. But these younger guys are getting into the game, and these younger guys are getting passes from the older guys, and the sharing of the ball. That makes all these younger guys want to then come back the following season.
That's part of the system. No doubt about that.
Howard trying to rip down the basket, unable to hit that down.
It's a good point, Pat, because young players, a lot of times the first thing that happens when you're 11, 12-year-old, first thing out there, you get nervous. There's nothing better to get rid of nerves than to get a nice pass from a teammate. That's showing confidence that you can take a shot and make a shot. That's one of the best things to get rid of some nerves.
Pass deflected, shot blocked inside. Up to Howard. Behind the back goes Burns, now down the sideline. Poked away by Harrell. Howard over to Fenton, and Howard still unable to hit that dunk. Stolen away. Fenton off the glass to Howard. And that time it's Rogers who squeezes it home for Score4More. Garrell. 3 no good that time. Rebound. Back out to Fenton, off the glass to Howard. Harrell there for the putback. Bolton for three. Burns trying to get in there. Howard, great pass inside defense.
Yeah, Benton started the game off. He had like eight points in the first 10 minutes or so. I'll wrap it up.
And that'll do it here at the Condon Community Center. Never in doubt for Score4More as they take down the Tynan squad here at the Condon. And as we mentioned before, Score4More, very big, very quick, and also very deep. We saw a lot of good, very talented players coming off the bench for the Score4More team. You saw that out on the court.
All 10 played, all 10 contributed. And you can't ask for more than that. Obviously, an outmanned team in Tynan's much smaller. Really nervous, you can see in the beginning. Couldn't really get any shots off. A lot of their passes were deflected with that defensive pressure by Score4More. But overall, it's good to see young kids. You're going to take beatings, especially when you're playing against bigger kids.
That's right.
It happens tonight, but like that second half, they came out with basically five guards. Tynan did. Terribly small, undersized, but they actually scored more points in that first, 5 or 6 minute period.
It was somewhat effective.
Yeah.
So very good effort here from the Tynan tonight, but Score4More, just one of the powerhouses in the BNBL this year as they go on to win this one. Folks, we're going to head to break. When we come back, we'll have our Game of the Week MVP, our game-winning coach, and our final stats here from the Condon Community Center in Southie right after these words. Don't go away.
Foster safety. Foster hope. Foster joy. Foster curiosity. Foster support. Become a foster parent, because every parent makes a difference. Foster, Massachusetts.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
Get some drinks!
Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing. And it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
First time I tried Vicodin, it was laying around my mom's house. And then I kept taking them whenever I could get them. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Do you want to retire like a champ? Just like legendary basketball star Uncle Drew?
Don't do it like that, Uncle Drew!
You're already acing the game. You've got your dream ride.
Don't be slamming my door.
Sorry about that.
You just did the same.
Gotta get the boys. Your dream vacation and your dream team. And now you can make your retirement just as legendary.
I get buckets.
Get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back to the Condon Community Center in South Boston. At the conclusion of the game of the week, Score4More takes down Tynan easily here tonight. And there's a lot of different players that we could have selected as the MVP. I mean, so many guys had great games tonight. 9 of the 10 players on this on this Score4More team had at least 2 assists.
Right, well.
So everybody's sharing the basketball for this Score4More.
27 assists overall for a team. That's amazing.
That's right.
You don't see the older teams getting that many. Not in a 30-minute running time game. It just shows you how much the ball's moving and teammates are just seeking out that good shot.
That's right. And certainly one player who was the beneficiary of a lot of a good assists was Jashad Fenton. He is our MVP tonight. He and Coach Roberts are with our sideline reporter, Leverett Ball. Leverett, take it away.
So Jashad, big game for you this evening. You had 16 points. How did you get in such a rhythm?
I just played a game and gave it to my team, and I just let the game come to me. And when you let the game come to you, that's when all the points come in, and assists and the rebounds.
And I mean, obviously, with the way you guys played in the first half, how were you able to just stay focused and play so well down the stretch?
See, my team, all of them push me up. Like, they're my brothers. So, like, we all been playing together for a long period of time, so we just have that chemistry that just builds us all up, so we win, and we win as a team.
Well, Jashad, a great job tonight, and we just have a couple questions for Coach. So, Coach, obviously we spoke at the half. The team was really on a rhythm. Nothing changed in the second half. How proud are you of your team's performance this evening?
I'm extremely proud of them because they all stick together. They all hang out after the game. They're all brothers, so I'm just really proud of them.
And, you know, how can the team just build off this win and, you know, build confidence off of it and continue to play well down the stretch?
Just have fun, man. Just play together. That's all I can say. Just play together.
All right, well, Coach, congratulations on the win. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Back to you.
Thanks very much, Leverett. And Coach Roberts certainly used to winning with this squad. And we saw a very dominant performance here tonight. This team shared the basketball very well here this evening. We're going to take a look at the final stats from this ball game. And first up, it's going to be the Tynan squad right here.
You see him, Colton, 8 points, 7 points from Burns, most of that in the second half. We talked about Wisniewski. He had 4 rebounds. Burns also had 3 rebounds, a little guard. And Burns had 3 assists. Buckley with 1. Not a whole lot. They just didn't score much, especially in the first half.
Let's take a look at Score4More's final stats.
Yeah, much more spread out. Yeah, Fenton with the 16 points. Freeman, a lot of rebounds, but he also put in 12 points. Most of those layups on the fast break. Rogers and Harrell both had 7 rebounds apiece. The assists, Howard with 5 and Harrell with 3. So just like Coach Roberts said, you got the Score4More kids. They're young, but they understand the value of passing the ball to whoever's open. Doesn't matter who it is. Whoever's open gets the pass. And then we go from there on offense. And then they dig in pretty well. We didn't have a chance to really see their full court pressure tonight. That's right. Because they were ahead from the beginning. But as we move along and see some end of the season and some playoff action, that's one of the stronger parts of their game. The past couple of seasons, they have a full court press that they use very effectively, get deflections, get steals, and just get layups.
No question. They'll probably need to use that in the championship game if they get there again this season, which, by judging of what kind of performance they put in tonight, they look like they are primed, ready to do. Folks, thank you so much for joining us here on Game of the Week here at the Condon Community Center in South Boston. 50 years of the Boston Neighborhood Basketball League. If you want to watch this game again, you can go to our website, www.cityofboston.gov/game of the week. All the games from this current BNBL season are up there. The games from last BNBL season are up there. You can also follow us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/game of the week Boston. A lot of good links to videos, pictures, updates on what games are going to be covered. Make sure you like us and check us out there. You can also follow us on Twitter @BostonCityTV. If you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. We've got one more game next week, and then we're off for a week, and then we got the BNBL Championship at the end of August over at UMass Boston. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you follow our social media sites to know when those games are going to be broadcast. But for right now, I'm going to say so long from South Boston here on Game of the Week. Take care, everybody.